So I get this job up in Malibu. It's a 3-day shoot for this commercial, and it's paying really well. And they want me there for all 4 days. The shoot was, but they wanted me there for nights, and I was supposed to be there watching the equipment and while they walk away. And when I get there, it's this huge house. If you've ever been in Malibu, then you know what I'm talking about. The rich area, very huge. I mean, these houses are freaking huge. I mean, their bathroom is bigger than my whole place where I live at now. That's how big it is. So I walk into the place, and I figured it was a nice living room, but it wasn't really the living room. It was like the actual greeting area where everybody meets and greets. And that place is actually bigger than where I live at right now too. But anyways, I get there, I meet up with the location manager and the UPM, the producer, and the site rep, and I meet the owners of the house. They give me a walkthrough, what I'm doing, what I'm watching, all my things. They tell me, okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be locked in this house. They have this really high-tech security where the doors lock on their own. So I'm pretty much locked in. I can't go anywhere. Other rooms have like this laser beam alarm set, so I can't really go into the other rooms either because if I do, the alarm goes off. So I'm stuck in this one certain area, and they leave the kitchen area as well. Green light for me to walk around in. So as I'm walking through, the owner says, okay, this is one of the things you're going to be doing at night, other than making sure nobody breaks into our house, since they put the owners up in a hotel for the next week until they're done filming and bringing whatever stuff they have coming back in. So I'm there also to watch 2 of the dogs. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm there to watch 2 dogs? I mean, are you kidding me? What? So these are not just ordinary dogs. These dogs are purebreds. They're award winners. These are special dogs, okay? They're little small little mutts like this, where I like to call it foo-foo dogs. But they're very expensive foo-foo dogs because not only all these prize-winning, award-winning dog that they have here, but they're also movie dogs. As I'm walking down this hallway, they're telling me the details. I'm looking at all these plaques and pictures and awards, and I start seeing all the movie pics where these dogs are in. They're in this movie, they're in that movie, this movie, this movie. So these dogs are worth a lot of money. Each dog has a $500,000 insurance bond on them, just in case anything happens. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen to the dogs one day? So as I'm getting this tour of the house, they show me the dogs have their own bedroom. Their bedroom is huge. They have their own chef. They have their own trainer. The dogs even have their own closet space for all the wardrobe. I shit you not. And so this wardrobe closet is so big. It's also bigger than the place that I live in right now. That's how big their closet is. That's just for 2 dogs, okay? Nobody leaves. Everyone's gone. And I'm here watching the house. I have the 2 dogs. They're just laying down, doing whatever it is they're doing. They're running around. Certain rooms are locked off and corded off. And so I'm locked in this house, watching TV. Now, they also turn off the cable, believe it or not. So I'm here watching just regular TV. And I get bored, nothing else to do. So the time drags. The dogs start barking. I go to the kitchen, and the dog's got this little dog door. So I unlock it, they run out, and I go back to doing what I'm doing. I'm watching TV. There isn't really anything on. It's like 1, 2 in the morning. I don't remember what time. And so I get bored. I'm like wandering around. I don't have phone service, thanks to Nextel at the time that I had my cell phone. That shitty service, so I get no service in Malibu whatsoever. So I'm so bored that I had really nothing to do. I turn off the TV. I put on a book. Thank God I have a Anita Blake book. If you guys haven't read Anita Blake books. Anita Blake books are way much better than Anne Rice and Twilight series. I kid you not. Check out Anita Blake. Laura K. Hamilton. She's the bomb. So it's 5 a.m. I start hearing barking. I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, the dogs are outside. I lost track of time with the whole book and everything else. So I get up and I notice that the kitchen door, doggy door, was locked. So I figured, okay, that's why the dogs didn't come in. So I'm about to open up and I hear something outside. I don't know what it is. It's a big giant shadow. The daylight's already coming out. I can't open the door because, the alarm doesn't come on until 6 a.m. and everything opens up. So I open up the doggy door and one dog just comes running in. I said, okay, and then I wait for the second dog, but no, the second dog doesn't come. So I'm trying to figure out what the sound is, and I look outside and I see this huge cat jump on top of the summer patio set. I'm thinking, okay, what the fuck? It was like Ghost of Darkness with Michael Douglas and Brad Pitt, big giant mountain lion. and in that mountain lion's mouth was one of the dogs. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what's one of the dogs? There's one dog, and there's Fufu number 2 outside. I mean, what do I do? I can't go outside. Am I supposed to like retrieve the dog? I'm like freaking out here. The mountain looks at me. I start banging on the window. I don't know why I did that. I mean, it's like he's gonna drop the meal. I'm like, oh yeah, here's your dog. I found him outside. No. The mountain lion jumps down. He leaps over the wall. I've never seen a freaking cat leap like that before. He leaped on top of the wall and off into the mountains, which they live pretty close by the mountains, Malibu. Me, I'm thinking, oh shit, what do I do? I got one dog here. The mountain lion is having a $500,000 meal for breakfast, and location is going to be here. And I'm thinking, okay, well, when everybody starts arriving at 6 o'clock, 6:30, I let them know, hey, I let the dogs go. Only one came out, but I couldn't go outside and retrieve the other one because all the door systems, you guys locked me in. I mean, that's pretty much locked in the vault. I mean, this whole house was like a safe house. I couldn't get out because I was literally locked in with no phone service. So I couldn't go retrieve the other dog. And of course, one of the first things it was like, well, why didn't you just crawl through the doggy door? And I thought about that, but then another thought in my head was like, wait a minute, if I crawl to the doggy hole, the mountain lion would have solved it. See, me a Big Mac, the little doggy a cheeseburger. He would have dropped that doggy, took me up to the mountains. So no, that was a bad idea. So when everybody comes in, everyone's mad, everyone's upset. The owners do actually come because I guess they probably thought I was gonna like steal stuff and break out of the safe house, whatever. So there's a security person for the house. They even checked my car to see like for any doggy marks, fur, to make sure that I didn't steal the dog, and like maybe perhaps later turn it back for ransom for money because the dogs were so expensive. That's all, you know, kind of ridiculous. But there's even rumors that I killed the dog and I buried him in the yard. I don't know how that happened. I was like locked in the house, so I don't know how that conclusion would even come up. I mean, but then again, it's a film set in Hollywood. Anything can happen, right? I'm told not to come back. The owners are really pissed off, and I talked to the location people. I let them know what's going on. Of course, I tell them the dog never came back. It's not my fault. I did what I was told on the paper they gave me, and I'll still have to come back for the next 3 days. So we had to send somebody else over there. So I asked him, was everybody pissed off? He's like, yeah, everyone's all mad because they're trying to figure out what happened to this dog, and it's just like the dog just ran off. The dogs always come back, and all of a sudden they don't come back when they're not there. And the owner was crying, and I mean, there's like a whole insurance thing, and the production company had to fill out because the dogs are very expensive. Now the dogs weren't in the commercial, but they were in the whole environment, and the film crew takes over the property. They're responsible for everything, and so they hired me, and I was there, and the dog never came back. And it went as far as even the wife of the people who own the place. They brought in a psychic, and the guy was telling me that the psychic was walking around and picking up the dog vibes and says, yes, I feel the dog. He was here, and he was happily carried off into the mountains, and that's where your dog is. There's no need to be, the psychic started to tell the parents there's no need to be sad because the dog is in a happy place. Well, the dog was carried off happily. No, I don't think it was happy about it, but at least the psychic got some of it right.